Hi guys! It's been a while. So, this video is literally just going to be an update video, specifically because we are so cramped with everything, specifically because I have a lot of medical stuff going on, and then Summer she actually just started school. So, I was just going to give an update on what everything's going, and Miss Weem has joined me. She is right here. You can kind of see her right there. So, Summer started school this week. That's why she's unable to join me, because we are actually doing hair today. As you can see, we use like a color diluter thing and some dandruff shampoo to try and remove all the color as much as we could. I mean, it's still there, but that's alright. I mean, I even got bits of pink in here. I don't even know where that came from. Anyways, so I have a surgery date for my first skin operation. And it's the 7th of September, so that's pretty exciting. Also really terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit of like, you know, oh my god, this is happening, this is so exciting, and then at the same time it's horrifying. I don't remember if I told that, I ended up going to a private hospital because the public system was going to take almost a year before they were able to take me. And not that I necessarily complain about the time frame, it was just, you know, March 10th, 2021 is a bit far away here. So I was allowed to call a control area that actually takes care of patients, that sees if you qualify to be put over to a private hospital. Still under the public free system that we have. So going to a private hospital for free, not too bad. But that's exciting, and with that process, it was literally, I had those paperworks I had to fill out. I was gonna film me trying to fill them out, but most of it was like really personal information and, you know, my social security number and all that kind of stuff. So not something I really wanted to film, but the basic gist was, you know, stuff with medical stuff where, you know, are you allergic to penicillin? Have you had an operation before? Have you had local anesthetic? Have you had general anesthetic? Have you ever had problems with these things? You know, do you have what medical conditions do you have? What other sorts of issues? Especially because I don't remember, be on ventilators, obviously. So they need to know if I had asthma, and I do have asthma. So, you know, otherwise it was just like there was a front page sheet where you had a scale from 1 to 10, and it would ask you questions like, what's your quality of life like on a scale of 1 to 10? What is your sex life on a scale to 1 to 10? Now these didn't personally have to do with just your excess skin, but just you as a general thing. How's your relationship with food? What about, you know, how limited are you with working out? How active are you? And all that kind of stuff. So it was literally a go in. I saw a plastic surgeon. He took pictures, and then he just had to send them off to a place that gives the green light, as he puts it, to those who qualify for skin surgery after major weight loss, like myself. Now, if Summer didn't have school, she would come and record me being really dopey, as she has to as I need picked up on the 8th of September. But thankfully her mother was able to get a shift off work and actually come and pick me up, because I am not allowed to take the trains home. I have to be picked up by, as it says in the paperwork, an adult person, like an adult human being. And I thought that was hilarious that it needed to state adult. So that's that's pretty exciting. Also really scary, I think, as most people, you know, would feel about surgeries. But, you know, you just keep telling yourself, you know, I don't know if this is statistically true, but I've heard it a few times, you know, you're more likely to die in a car accident than you are on the operating table, so. And then, you know, so I'm pretty excited about that. I just really nervous at the same time. I do have to take the train to get from our town all the way down to that town that it is in. We live in Holstebro, and so it will be down in a town called Vejle, which is about what is it, an hour and a half away? I would look it up, but you know, don't have an iPad. I could have looked it up there. Anyways, with that, I have to take the train. So it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I have to take a train. So I mean, all things considered, I think it's pretty exciting, just really terrifying. But I'm happy I qualified for at least the stomach one. Then we'll see if they will be willing to do my arms and my legs. My arms, the plastic surgeon says he doesn't know about yet because they're not as bad as most people who would usually qualify for them. But, you know, he said, of course, I'll advocate for you and see what we can do, especially because you're so young. He was very surprised on my age and how much weight I had lost at the age I am. So that's at least a good starter point. But they got the green light within 24 hours, and I got a mail going, yep, you're having surgery. And I was like, oh, cool, that's horrifying. Summer started school. Don't really know what you want to call it. University, college, further than what we consider college here. High school for most other international people. Europeans, it's above college. So she started painter's education as a construction painter. And that's pretty, she seems to be having a good time. It's just she's very busy now. So recording is a little harder with everything because I'm now home a lot more with the dog, of course, and the cat. And whereas Summer is mostly at school, and when we get home, it's usually, or when she gets home, it's usually like, oh, okay. Especially recently because we're having a heat wave right now with heat warnings that tell you do not leave your house. So it's been pretty deadly here with the heat. It is warming up right now. It's just nasty outside and it's just gross. We're gonna start getting ahead of video recording again. Probably this week is what I'm looking to do. And then that's about it. We're trying to get ahead. It's very hard when we get so focused, and of course this is something we want to do so we can make memories, and this is something I, especially for my own health reasons, I want to talk about. And also, what? Somebody downstairs making noise? Don't be so grumpy. No, we can't be so grumpy. I want to spread awareness, but also the fact that I want to be able to look back on these, that because I'm pretty sure by the age of like 45, I'm gonna forget most of these experiences that I did go through, and be like, oh yeah, no, I just went and got plastic surgery. Well, how'd you feel about it back then? I don't remember. So hopefully we can record the process of all that stuff, but I don't know how much I have access, especially because I will be there by myself. I will more than happily talk about it in a video because I've actually never really seen too many people talk about something like skin surgery. I've seen the cosmetic surgery ones and stuff that is a bit more different to what you get when you lose weight, because the surgeries can be different varying on your weight loss and what they're taking apart off you and whatnot. So but yeah. That being said, that's literally all we got so far. I also have my neurological disorder we are still trying to figure out. So far they've narrowed it down to a tic disorder, but they're not exactly sure yet. They have eliminated the fact that I have a brain tumor, which was their worst concern, which is at least good that I don't have that. I had an MRI and got a text like, nope, all good, your brain looks nice. And I was like, cool. Still hope to see the MRI of my brain, so you know I think that'll be exciting. I got to see one of my knee when because I have a bone tumor in my knee, or on my thigh bone or whatever. And with that I mean with that, I mean, once we find out what it is, then I can start spreading a bit of awareness with that, because actually apparently a lot of people don't know that there is tic disorders that are not particularly just Tourette syndrome. There is other types, and there is just tics that people get, and that is just a neurological condition, yeah. most people just generalize it as Tourette syndrome, but it is not. You know, it goes under a specific category. All in all, that I think is it, health-wise and such. The dog is doing well. The cat is snooping around near my closet. She's doing well. Cat's always doing well. Yeah, I honestly think that's it. We will have new hair colors. We enjoy being able to, you know, spread a bit of color. Even though we wear a lot of black clothes, you know, spread a little color through our hair. So, that'll be exciting. I think so anyways. One of my friends bought me a new hair color to try, so gonna do that. Otherwise, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and if you're in a heat wave right now like we are, please stay safe and wear sunscreen. Please. Yeah, so hopefully Summer will be able to join me next week. I would have loved for her to have joined this week. It was just we don't have time today for her to join me in the video. Otherwise, you know, she would have loved to have been here. So, because it is our channel. Otherwise, yeah, I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye!